Right, yesterday we are discussing about Java supports 8 programming elements. So what are the 8 programming elements? Any of you remember? Module, package, class, variable, method, block, inner class, right? What the use of these programming elements? When to use which programming element? What happened to system? Any of remember when to use which programming element? Okay. So look at here, Java supports 8 programming elements: module, package, class, variables, methods, constructors, block, and inner class. Then Java supports all above programming elements. For what purpose? Java supports all above programming elements. For what purpose? Uh, for representing real world object in programming world and for implementing object oriented programming concepts by using Java language. This is the first point I told. According to object oriented programming, we must develop all programs around objects. Okay. An object is a real world thing which you can see and use. I told you the definition. What is an object? What is an object? An object is a real world thing you can see and use. For example, person is an object, animal is an object, vehicle is an object, mobile is an object, bank account, etc. All what objects. So what is an object-oriented programming? According to object-oriented programming, we must develop all programs around objects. So here we need to remember, we need to understand 2 points. Point number 1, what is a real-world object? What is an object? And what the meaning of developing program around object? So an object is a real-world thing that you can see and use. For example, person, animal, vehicle, mobile, bank account, etc. are objects. Developing a program around an object means, second point is what? Must develop all programs around object. Developing a program around an object means we must create a program to represent a particular object. For example, person, by storing that object values, for example, name, height, weight, by implementing its operations, for example, sleep and eat. Then creating real world object in the programming world means I need to perform 3 activities. To perform these 3 activities, I need 3 programming elements. Class is meant for representing object. Variable is meant for representing value. Method is meant for representing operation. Okay, so now in future, when I'm asking a question, I want to represent this object in the programming world. How can I do it? Then you must say by using class. In future, I will ask a question. I want to store value. How can I store? By using variable. In future, I will ask a question. I wanted to, I wanted to implement the operation. I want to develop one logic. How can I? By using method. Okay, hence by using above programming elements, we must bring real world objects into programming world to perform their operation by using computer as part of one business application. Okay, for example, I'm taking real world objects. Let's say I want to bring Tollywood industry, okay, Tollywood industry objects into the programming world I want to bring. You know, Tollywood industry. Okay, Tollywood industry, we have so many heroes. Now I'm taking one of the heroes called Mr. Balai Babu. He is a Balai Babu. Okay, I hope you know who is Balai Babu. Balai Babu, Mahesh Babu, Pawan Kalyan Babu. Right? You don't know? You don't know who is Mahesh Babu? Who is Balai Babu? Okay. After class, search in the Google. Okay. Go to Google and search Balai Babu, Mahesh Babu, Pawan Kalyan Babu. Generally, you take any industry, Tollywood industry, Hollywood industry, any industry you take, there is a one small culture will go. Hero is represented by the king of the lion. I mean, king of the forest. Who is that? Lion. King of the forest, lion, right? Then observe. Now, Balai Babu, represented by the movie called, represented by the, lion, tiger, animal called what? Lion, right? And then, now Balai Babu want to go from home to the, what you call shooting area. For that, he is using bike, his bike. okay, and he want to talk to his producer, director, or family members, then what? Mobile. And tell me, once you go to movie, then there, okay, Bale Babu, acted in one scene. How that scene came, he wanted to see that. So for that, okay, for that, hmm, for that, look at there, he's using one laptop, Bale Babu and his heroine. Who is the Bale Babu heroine? All senior heroes, heroine is what? Nayanthara, na? Right? Bale Babu and heroine Nayanthara, Sriya, Nayanthara, these two people are there, right? Those two people are dancing there, right? So now they are going to see that. Then following by, finally after movie completed, he is going to get money na in his bank account. So his bank account. Everybody got clarity? Yeah. So now these are the 6 objects are there. Then how can I create these 6 objects in the programming world? To create these 6 objects in the programming world, we must use object-oriented programming concepts by using one language called Java. So by using Java and object-oriented programming, you must develop the project. So tell me, how can I create? Now we have to represent one object called Bale Babu. Bale Babu is not only Bale Babu we want to represent. Just I take an example. Like Bale Babu, there are so many persons are there in Tollywood industry. So I'm taking class called person. I want to store his height, weight, name. Okay, then for that variables. I wanted to take his operations, walk, eat, dance. Okay, then I'm taking methods. So class, person, open bracket, number of variables, number of methods. Did you understand how the object-oriented programming is created? Without your information, without giving heading, object-oriented programming 50% completed. Okay, object-oriented programming 50% completed. 50% of object-oriented programming completed. Hello, all the people are in active mode or sleeping mode? Okay, 50% of object-oriented programming completed. So come on, accept it, right? Once you know the programming elements and then how to use them, 50% of object oriented programming completed. Tell me, as per above diagram, we can conclude that we must create multiple classes, as many different type of objects as we want to create. In each class, we must create multiple variables based on the multiple values of this object we want to store. Also inside class, we must create multiple methods based on the multiple operation this object perform. For example, as per above diagram, we must create 6 classes with the required number of variables and methods. Did I explain all these points yesterday? Did you remember? Did you remember all these points we discussed yesterday? As many values we want to store, those many variables. As many operations you want to perform, those many methods. As many objects you want to create, those many classes. Okay. Then, according to previously, we have to create 6 classes. As per above diagram, we must create 6 classes as shown below. Class person, then following by variables methods. Class animal, variables methods. Class bike, variables methods. Class mobile, variables methods. Class laptop, variables methods. Class bank account, variables methods. Okay, then now I have a question. Carefully look at that. By using class, you are representing person, okay, and storing his values using variables and implementing its operation by using methods. Using this open bracket and closed bracket, you are grouping all these variables and methods as a one unit na? And you are separating one object values and operations from another object values and operations, right? By creating one class separately for each object, what are you doing? Basically, by using a class, we are binding. Binding means grouping, okay? We are binding, connecting. We are binding properties and operations of one object as one group by separating from other objects properties and operations as shown in above programs. So tell me, in object oriented programming, first you have to think about object, then for that object we must create one class. Inside class you have to create, okay, so we have to create its values and operations as a one unit. If you don't bind like this, if you don't create them as a unit, what is the problem? Now one object values are mixing with another object. Yes or no? One object values and operations are mixing with another object. For example, now if you don't create, if you don't separate like this, what happen? This animal object, okay, operations and properties are operations and properties or values are coming to person. Okay, Shravya, you are asking question. Okay, now answer is for you. So tell me now, your house is separated clearly from other person house, you are mixing with other person house? If you don't separate, what is the problem? Then other people will bring one knife and coming there and killing you, na? Yes or no? So people are fighting each other and saying that this is my place, my place. If you don't separate, what happen? People will fight for this is my property, my property, my property. There should be a clear separation. If clear separation is not there, problem will be there. Tell me, in your eating time, while eating the food, how you are eating the food? Now taking one plate, right? In that plate you are placing food. Then on that food you are placing curry, chutney, chapati, sambar, and next what? Rasam, curry, what do you call it? Curd, salt, all you are placing and mixing it and started eating. Completely you are mixing it and started eating. Then the person who sit next to you, he will get vomiting and running away, na? Yes or no? Then what happened? Do you understand my point now? So if you don't separate one object properties operations from another object properties, what happen? Mixing and maintenance will become very tough. So if I say go to, okay, can you please change a person value? Then if you mix the values and methods of person and animal, how can you do the changes only to the person? How can I do changes only animal? How can I do changes only operations for bike? If a bike and person properties are mixed, if I say go and wash bike, then not only bike body washed, now person body also will be washed by using all the chemicals and everything, right? Is it okay? Not okay? Not okay, right? So that's why there should be a clear separation. So basically by using class, we are binding means connecting or integrating or grouping, whatever the word you can use. We are binding variables and methods. We are binding as a one group by using a class, so that we can separate one object properties and operations clearly from another object properties and operations, so that we have a clean separation, clean maintenance. Everybody got clarity of the benefit of the class? If class concept is not there, it's very tough. We cannot decide which object is performing which operation, right? And then now I wanted to ask you next question. Up to now, these 9 points understand all these points we have discussed in last class. Okay, then today I wanted to ask you some more questions. Story not completed. Some more questions I want you to answer. Look at here. For example, I'm going to take something like this, sir. You remember, I want to take one business. Basically, object oriented programming is meant for automating business, na? Automating business operations by developing one project. Okay, then I want to take one business, let's say bike business I'm taking. Okay, now carefully think. Bike business I'm taking. Tell me, this bike business, okay, one company there are, many companies are there? This bike is manufacturing by one company or many companies are there? Many companies are there. Okay, I want to take company called, let's say, I want to take a company called, okay, Bajaj company. Bajaj company. One of the bike I'm taking Pulsar. Okay, Bajaj Pulsar. And next, I'm taking another object, Honda. What is the Honda company? Honda Shine. Shine is okay. Come to the Pulsar level bike, yeah. Pulsar level bike, you tell me. Honda Unicorn, yeah. Unicorn. Next, Hero Extreme. Hero Extreme, right? Okay. Then next, Bullet. So many bikes are there. Okay. I want to ask one question. Try to think. Tell me, all these bikes are manufactured by different companies by following their own rules, or by following common rules? Come on, sir. Come on. All the bikes are manufactured by different companies by following common rules, by providing individual rules, own rules. design is own rules, but I'm talking about brake, clutch, accelerator, gearbox. All these are implementing in their own style. Model look and feel is different, right? Bike to bike look and feel is different, but clutch to accelerator, the place of arrangement of each part of the bike will be same place, will be there, not changing, same place. For example, let us assume now clutch, clutch, left side will be there, accelerator will be right side will be there. Now what am I doing? I am changing. Okay, so now right side, left side I'm taking front brake, right side I'm giving you clutch X. Okay, then next tell me now down, left side you have the gear and right side you have the brake. Now there also I am shifting. I am with this new style of bike, I am introducing HK product. Okay, I'm introducing one bike called HK product into the market with these changes. Tell me now, with my bike lot of pollution population will be decreasing, na? Come on, lot of population will be decreased with my bike, no? What is it? Lot of population will be decreased, na? Then people are going very fast, then suddenly he want to apply brake. To apply the brake he changing the gear, then what happened? Because your body is habituated with one structure, right? Then suddenly if I do all the changes, then you will be failed. For example, today I have experienced one small problem. Okay, I have earlier I was using HP keyboard, HP company keyboard I was using. Okay, HP company keyboard I am using earlier. Because of some problem, HK company keyboard, okay, I have changed to Dell company keyboard. Try to understand personal experience I am trying to share. Dell company keyboard I started using. You know, Dell company keyboard, I need to enter, enter key and slash I want to enter key and slash I want to enter. You know, HP company keyboard will give the slash backslash after double quotes. Okay, double quotes and then slash, and then here enter key will be like this. So last almost 4 months, I am using HP company keyboard. Then my hand fully habituated with what? The slash and everything. Suddenly when I come to the Dell company keyboard has a, double quotes here, enter button here, here slash is given. Then tell me, since 2 days, my finger is, whenever enter key, it is going up to press. Slash, it is pressing down. Then what happened? In place of slash, double quote is coming. I started getting a lot of problem in morning 9 o'clock batch. In 9 o'clock batch, I was teaching packages. Did you understand? Right. So this is the problem I started facing because my hand is habituated with HP company. Here slash will be there and double quotes will be there. After enter key will be there. Because of this change, my finger is not comfortable. Lot of mistakes I did. Because of keyboard, no problem. If the same changes if you're done to bike, any problem or no problem? Problem, right? Lot of people will die. Then what the solution? Whenever you are creating some products in the market, okay, you have to follow some standards. Those standards, who will decide? Will you decide? No. One common company will decide the standards and then they are submitting to the government. Government is giving you ISI mark, na? Come on. Government is giving you ISI mark. Then government, one employee coming and checking all these products are following the same rules or not. If they are not following the same rules, immediately what happened? The bike company will be closed. Bike company will be closed. Is it clear my point? Who will create these rules? Who will implement those rules? Rules are created by one common company and the rules are implemented by the business people. I have introduced one important concept. Did you understand? Did you understand? Business rules are created by one common company and the business rules are implemented by the sub companies. Now let me take another example for you to understand. Tell me, I am taking bank. Okay, bank example. Now I am taking HDFC Bank. Okay, HDFC Bank. I am taking ICICI Bank. Okay, now I hope you are comfortable with now what I am trying to ask. Now newly one new bank came into picture called what? Kotak Bank. Newly one new company came into picture called Kotak Bank, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank. Already HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank following some rules. Then Kotak Bank newly came into market. Tell me, is this Kotak Bank going and asking ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank how you are doing the business? No, right? They are going to ask one common bank, okay, common company. They are asking who is that common company? RBI Bank, right? Common company is what? RBI Bank. All these banks are following the common bank, that is what? RBI. They will go to RBI Bank and asking RBI Bank, RBI Bank, I want to do the bank business, can you please give me the approval? Then all the guidelines bank RBI is giving to Kotak Bank, by following these guidelines you can start the bank. After your bank is ready, let us know. Our inspection team will come and inspect whether you are following our guidelines or not. After guidelines are following, then they will give you the approval. Okay, now you can do the bank business. Then tell me, this is also business na? How can you develop this business model in Java? Tell me. How to represent? Tell me, bike is an object, bank, Bajaj Pulsar is an object, Honda Unicorn is an object, Hero Extreme is an object, HK product is an object. Hello, all people understand? Then next tell me, here if you take bank, bank is an object, HDFC Bank is by using class. Wonderful. Class bank. But I have a question. Inside this class bank, what you want to do? You want to implement the operations, or you want to declare the operations? Expecting answer. You want to implement operations or declare operations? Operation means rules and guidelines. In the class bank, what you should do? You must create the rules. You want to implement those rules. RBI Bank allowing you to deposit, withdraw, or telling to the banks to allow deposit, withdraw? Think, socho, dhyan se socho. What you have to do as a bank? What you should do as a bank, as a RBI Bank? You must tell to the rules and guidelines to HDFC Bank. Or HDFC Bank, you must implement deposit operation, you must implement withdraw operation, you must implement current balance operation, you must implement transfer money operation. What RBI Bank is doing? RBI Bank is declaring. RBI Bank is declaring operation. Then who is implementing this operation? This operation is implementing by class HDFC Bank. Class HDFC Bank. What is doing? It is implementing bank. Yes or no? It is implements bank, and whatever the operations are given by bank, RBI Bank, those operations are here implements. Are you catching my point? Are you comfortable? Then tell me, I have to show the difference between this is not providing any operations. Don't come to my premises. Okay, I am only telling to HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank. I am not going to tell anything about operations. I am not supplying any operation. Dear customers, don't come to me. I am having only declarations. I am not having any implementations. Then how can I tell? For that, Java people has provided another kind of class called what? Interface. What? Another kind of class called what? Interface. So we have two types of classes are there, class and interface. If you want to declare operation of an object, what to do? You must use interface. I want to implement that operation, means I want to provide logic to the operation. Okay, implements means provide logic, means provide logic. Okay, then you must use what? Class. Did you understand my point? I want to represent an object by only declaring operations, then I should use interface. I wanted to represent object by implementing operations of the object, then I should use class. Hello, everybody got clarity? Sometimes I will have a requirement of something like this. Okay, listen carefully. Sometimes I will have a requirement like this. What is that? Sometimes I'll have a requirement like this. Some of the operations, I'll have something like HDFC Bank implements bank. What this HDFC Bank will have? So many branches, na? Class HDFC, Amirpet branch. Okay. Class HDFC, SR Nagar branch. HDFC, SR Nagar branch. This is Hyderabad branches. You will imagine your branches. Okay. Right. interface bank declare the operations. Now these operations are going to implement by HDFC Bank. Tell me, HDFC Bank also will create some rules to its branches, na? Come on. HDFC Bank again create some rules to its branch, some targets it will create. That means it will also declare operations, na? What do you say? What do you say? Now HDFC Bank also will declare operations. Then tell me, how can you declare the operations? Okay, some of the operations I want to declare, some of the operations I want to implement. Then this class should not be interface, this class should not be class. Hello, yes or no? It is a combination of the both. Okay, it is a combination of the both. What is the combination of the both? It is abstract class. What the class it is? Abstract class. It is an abstract class. Already catching my point? Repeating once again. In between interface to concrete class, in between interface to class, we have one more class called what? Abstract class. What abstract class will do? Abstract class will provide partial implementation. I want to represent object by providing partial implementation. Means some of the operations declare, some of the operations implement. Then in that case I must choose now what type of class? Abstract class. Tell me, how many types of classes are there? We have 4 types of classes, 3 types of classes you have seen now. Number 1 interface, number 2 abstract class, number 3 class. Then tell me, whenever you want to use the word called abstract class, then class will be called it as a concrete class. What we call concrete class. If you don't use these two, interface and abstract classes, then simply we say class. But whenever you are using class in combination with interface and abstract classes, whenever you are using combination with the interface and abstract classes, then now we will call it as a concrete class. So tell me, how many types of classes? Number 1 interface, number 2 abstract class, number 3 concrete class. So interface is meant for only interface is meant for representing an object only by declaring operations. Abstract class is meant for representing an object by declaring some of the operations and implementing some of the operations. Concrete class meant for only implementing operation. Tell me, this HDFC Ameerpet is a subtype of HDFC, na? Subtype of HDFC Bank. So how can I say it is a subtype? It is a part of this subtype by using the keywords extends and implements. Okay, if you are writing the class deriving from existing class, existing interface, then you should use implements keyword. If you are writing a class deriving from a class, then you must use keyword called extends. Okay, don't too much think about this. Don't feel that I'm not understanding. Feel that okay, I have to write code like this. Cha. This is a business model. Am I teaching Java or am I teaching the real world business? Real world business I am teaching. If you're not catching my words from the real world business, then tell me, how can you understand Java? Java is meant for representing real world business in the programming world, na? Right? Whenever I'm talking real world business, you have to think real world and come to programming world to implement. I am giving one example. One more example we will try to understand. Several examples we'll try to understand. Okay? Then tell me, I hope you got clarity. Every business model, every business will start with what? Every business will start with what? Declaring the rules of the business. Those rules are sometimes partially implemented or fully implemented. To declare operations of an object, okay, to declare business rules, we have to use interface. Next, to implement those business rules partially, I must use abstract class. To implement those business rules or business operations fully, I must use what? Final class. I have to use what? Concrete class. Up to now, understand? Now, I have a question now. This HDFC Ameerpet branch don't want one more branch. Okay, now one more subtype don't want. Okay, let's say I'm coming to SR Nagar branch. What SR Nagar branch is doing? It is also subtype what? It is also subtype of what? HDFC Bank only. But SR Nagar branch don't want any further branches. It is a final branch. Okay, in that case you must use something called what? Final. Erbuji, something called final. You must use a class called what? Final class. Final class HDFC SR Nagar extends HDFC Bank. Everybody got clarity here? Right. So I want to provide full implementations, but I don't want further subtypes. I want to provide full implementations. Implements means provide logic, but allows further subtypes. allows further subtypes. Then what should I use? Now I should use concrete class. Next, implements full operations. I'm implementing fully, but don't want allow, doesn't allow further subtypes. Okay, then we should use what? Final classes. So tell me, if you want to create a real world object in the programming world, totally how many classes you have to use? 4 classes up to now. Okay, earlier, yesterday, up to yesterday, we were thinking about only one class, but one class is not sufficient. We need 4 types of classes. What the 4 types of classes? Interface, abstract class, concrete class, final class. Can I hope you got clarity on this point? Can I hope all you people got clarity on this point? Can I hope all you people got clarity on this point? Shall I give one example? Shall I give one example? Are ready to tell? Okay. I am requesting you, all people, look at here. Strict rules in the class. Okay, strict rules in the class. While I am explaining, you must concentrate only on a current topic. While I am explaining, concentrate only on current topic. Only reply to my questions on current topic by saying yes, no, some other answer based on my question. Until I am asking, don't post any questions or doubts in the chat window. Everybody understand? Strict rules I am following. Strict rules I am giving to your batch especially. Only concentrate on current topic and current topic examples. And only reply with my questions. Okay, current topic questions by saying understand, yes, understand, no, not understand, why, some other way of reply. Don't ask the questions whatever you are getting from the current topic which you belongs to next topic. For example, I have introduced what? Module, package, class, variable, method, constructor, block. Immediately people will start asking question, sir, what is module? What is package? What is class? That's what I'm telling. Don't ask next questions. What the current topic? Current topic is Java supports 8 programming elements. What are the 8 programming elements? These 7. Then immediately you got a question. What is a module? Right. Write your questions, all other questions, make a note in your book. Okay, write in your, while discussing, going on 2 hours of the class, right? By end of the class we will discuss. Okay, by end of the class we will discuss all the questions which are coming in your mind. Because once I show you one slide, that slide related all questions, all points, I will complete that 2 hours. Why I'm taking 2 hours of the class? Okay, because to complete, once moving to next slide, next points. So those next points related, every word, whatever I am trying to introduce here, every word I will cover. So if you follow these 5 rules, whatever I am requesting you, then the class will be very smooth. I will not scold you. You will not get frustrated. I will not irritated. And then class will be very smooth. Okay, topic will be continuing fast and completed fast. If you are middle posting one question saying that, sir, what is this concept, sir? If I don't answer to that question, what does that mean? Oh, that question is irrelevant. Okay, if I am not talking on your question, it is irrelevant. Every question you are posting, I will see. Catch my point? Every question you are posting here, I will see. I can see it. Okay, I have 4 eyes. Every question you are posting in the chat window, I will see. If I am not responding to one of your question, means, oh, that is an irrelevant question. Acha, next coming days I will cover. Is it clear my point? If you post those questions, when I say, do you have any questions, then I am giving the time to you to ask the questions. That time, if you post any question, then I will give you reply. If that is related to current topic, I will reply. If it is related to next session, I will tell next session topic, so that there is no scoldings, there is no frustration, there is no irritation. Simple, I am following one thing. If you are not following above rules, simply you will be removed from the class. Understand? Very simply, you will be removed from the class. That's it. Over. Khatam. Then the day you will lose the class. Once you lose the class, then next topics will not understand, because every class from now onwards dependent. Today class if you miss, tomorrow you don't understand. Tomorrow class if you miss, day after tomorrow class you will not understand. Interface. Who created interface? I. Common to your 250 members. 250 companies are there now. Each person is a company. 250 companies are came to implement this operation. Yes or no? You are here to implement my rules and guidelines only now. I created a rules and passing that rules to you. Then you have to implement. Then who are you? Who are you? You are a concrete class, abstract class, final class. There are some people are there, abstract classes, because they will implement partially one or two. Okay, they implement partially one or two. All rules will not implement. Then now tell me, whenever you don't follow these rules, there will be a police person na punish you na. Come on. There will be a police person punish you na. Tell me, who is that police person? Me only. Now I am verifying, are you implementing these rules or not? If you don't implement rules, what am I doing? Simply removing you from the class and making the class running smooth. Is it clear my point? Right? Tell me, this paper, whatever you are seeing, is a rules interface. And that rules you are implementing. If you don't implement the rules, then you will be punished. Bolo. In Java, who is that police babai? Who is that person? Look at that. This interface is telling that, these are the operations you implement. Then abstract class is coming into picture and telling that some of the operations I cannot implement, sorry. Then if you don't implement some of the operations, then now you have to declare your class as what? Abstract. If you don't declare class as abstract, then what happened? Your Java compiler software will throw error. Hello, understand? Java compiler software will throw error saying that, you promised that you implement this operation, not implementing. By declaring as abstract, we are informing to the compiler, compiler, sorry, some of the operations I am not implementing. My next subtype will implement. Now you make this class as a concrete class. That means all operations must implement. If not implemented, compiler will throw error. So you should not be abstract class. You must be concrete class or must be final class. If you don't want to delegate these implementation to further person, you don't want anybody to implement everything, you only implement and you want to stop, then take it as a final class. I hope live example all you got clarity. Along with the subject, I am passing the rules to you. If you don't follow these rules, pakka I will remove you from the class. No doubt in that. Concentrate on what I am explaining. Try to focus on the current topic. Whatever the doubts you are getting, everything will be clear. Don't deviate from the learning process and don't disturb the class. Then I want to ask you one more question. Ready now? If you look into the real world, in real world we have central government, we have state government, right? We have district collectors, and we have mandal revenue officer, and finally we have some other people who are cleaning roads and everything. Tell me, who is this central government according to Java? If you want to implement our government in Java, how you write? Central government is what? Come on fast. Central government is what? Interface. Right? Central government is interface. What central government is doing? Central government is providing all the rules. Okay, these are the rules and guidelines. For example, Corona time, now Mr. Narendra Modi is coming forward and telling that, hey, you people all go to lockdown. Okay, na? Then slowly lockdown 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Then lockdown, unlockdown 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Now 4.0 is coming, right? So now all these guidelines are provided by central government. Then who should implement those rules? Who should implement those rules? Those rules are implementing by state government. State government implementing fully na? No. KCR, Mr. KCR is not implementing fully. Now he is allotting the budget and giving those responsibility to collectors. Tell me, here Mr. KCR, CM is concrete class, abstract class, abstract class. Then now this abstract class, now budget allotted and some of the operations are handed over to further collector. Tell me, collector is what? Concrete class. Okay, concrete class implementing operations and police department, all these people are coming into picture, started implementing. Then now here finally, okay, you can take collector is also some kind of what of abstract class, can be okay. In one hierarchy you can create multiple interfaces, in one hierarchy you can create multiple abstract classes, you can create multiple concrete classes. Okay, right, collector doing some works and handovering to police department, then police department implementing finally, then further police department nothing there to do, then police department is what, final class. Is everyone understand? Is everyone understand? Please try to listen, don't touch your mobiles and systems here. Why suddenly webcam will start, Rababu? Okay, please sit properly. Okay, don't start webcams, don't touch mobiles, don't touch systems. Once you setup is completed, once you put the mobile at one place, then don't touch it, keep it away, you keep away from it, so that disturbance will not come. Okay, why you want to disturb? The police department is doing, police department doing every work, and it is not handovering any further work to subclass. That's called final class. Final class doesn't allow any further subclasses to implement its operations, everything it has to do. Concrete classes doing the operations and further subclasses are allowed. If further subclasses are coming, it can do some changes. For example, collector pass some rules to the what you call a police department. Now tell me, police department can do some changes in the collector given orders, na? Collector has sent the orders, so according to the situation, live situation, they can do changes. Then once the police department passed any orders, further nothing is there to do the changes. Police department is the final. Everybody got clarity here? Central government interface, KCR CM, our KCR CM is abstract class, and collector, district collector is what, concrete class, and then now police department is what, final class. Like that you can imagine. Can I hope all you people got clarity? Right? Tell me, in every example, compulsory we have to develop all the 4 classes? No. Okay, no. Listen carefully. Interface compulsory, and concrete classes compulsory. These two are compulsory. Abstract class and final classes may or may not be there. Abstract classes, final classes may or may not be there, but concrete interface and concrete classes are pakka. Interface will declare the operations, and concrete classes will implement those operations. In middle partial implementation, you need abstract classes will use. Final, I don't want any further subclasses, final class will introduce. So 99% of the projects will have interface and what you call a concrete classes. Maybe 1% of the projects will have abstract classes and final classes also. Everyone understand? Shall I take one more example? Shall I take 2 examples I have given? Full clarity you got. One more example, quickly, one more example. Tell me, you people are taking vehicles and going outside of the road, going outside of your home onto the road. When you come outside of the road with the vehicle, compulsory must carry 5 things along with you. Number 1, RC. Number 2, license. Number 3, pollution. Number 4, insurance. Number 5, helmet. After all these 5 are there, then you must have 100 rupees in your pocket. If any one of things are not there, then 1000 rupees in your pocket. Yes or no? Along with these things, you must also carry 2 more. No. Number 1, mask. Number 2, sanitize box. Are you catching my point? Right? 2 more also added with you. Mask and sanitizer also you must carry with you. Right? Otherwise, corona will come along with you. Fine. Tell me, when you go outside of the home with the bike without these documents, then who is going to check, are you having these documents or not? Police. Now tell me, who is providing you all these rules paper? Who is providing these guidelines of these 5 documents should be there? RTO. RTO is what? Interface, passed rules. Those rules are implementing by public. Yes or no? Tell me, here we require any abstract class in the middle? No. You only should implement. As a public, you have to carry. So no abstract class usage. And further, any final class required? No. You only the concrete class. You only should implement. Then tell me, who is verifying? Who is verifying all these interface given rules are implemented by this public or not? By, come on, by police. Tell me, traffic police. Who is the traffic police in Java? Compiler software. When you write implements or extension compiler software, if you not implement, compiler will throw error to you. Can I hope all the people got clarity? Can I hope all the people got clarity? Now you are going on the road, let's say. Of course, now you are not going. Let's say after a few days, when you are going outside, if you see any traffic police on the road, will you call him as a traffic police? Will you call him as a traffic police? No. What you are going to call him as? Come on, I told you start use Java terminology. You must call him as interfacer. Police is interfacer. Police is interfacer. Police is a compiler. Police is a compiler. Babu. He's checking the rules. You go this side, you go that side. So now you have to talk to your friend. Compiler is there. Right? If you know Java, if he is my product, he will say, "Era concrete class. Are you implementing all the rules or not?" Right? Police, if you know Java, he is my product. Then he will ask you, "Era concrete class, you implemented all the rules or not?" Right? So finally, try to answer. I hope the concept is clear to all. Yeah. Now I'm giving time to ask any questions. Do you have any confusions or questions on this topic? Ask. I'm ready to answer. I finished the topic. Now, what is your doubt in Rajkumar? Rajkumar, what is your doubt? Yeah, extends implements are Java keywords, na? Yes, for concrete class, just class keyword you should write. What police is doing, Prince Gupta? Is police implementing anything? Prince Gupta, is police implementing any documents? Police not implementing documents. He is just verifying whether you are carrying all the documents or not. So he's a compiler. If you want to make Vidya, if you want to make a class as a subtype of another class, then you have to create it as extends implements. If you want to create as an individual class, not required. Extends implements not required. I have already written. You are confusing by not reading. When to choose a concrete class, when to choose final class, clearly I have written. So don't confuse, read properly, use your eyes properly. I want to provide full implementation. Don't want a yellow for other subtypes. Create class as final. I want a yellow for other subtypes. You must create concrete class. Yeah, if you are not implementing, then it's abstract class. Sachin Surya, correct. How can we recognize the concrete class? Class keyword. If it's just a keyword class, that is concrete class. If class with abstract keyword, abstract class. Class with final is final class. Okay? If existing class, if you are creating a new class from a class, you must use the keyword extends. If you are deriving a new class from an interface, I must use implements keyword. Okay, now let's continue the next topics. Where is that slide? Okay, so we completed up to here. Not multiple classes rules, one object rules. In one interface, one object rules. Those objects rules are implementing by multiple subclasses. Vehicle, bank, you cannot fix both the objects rules in a single interface, na? Shivani? For bike, one interface. For vehicle, one interface. For animal, one interface. For another object, another interface. One object, one interface. Clear? Now look at there. For creating real world objects in programming world, 10th point, just the class concept is not sufficient, because every object implementation will have multiple levels, starts from main type to subtypes vertically and hierarchically. Did you understand this point and the point? Visualize today. These are the new points. Explanation completed. This is the notes part. All these points are there in your material. Don't write. Just you try to visualize the topic what I'm explaining. For creating real world objects in a programming world, for creating real world objects in programming world, just the class concept is not sufficient, because every object implementation will have multiple levels, starts from main type to subtypes vertically and hierarchically. Now apply here the thought. Every object implementation, bike, if you want just to create a bike, class is sufficient, but we have multiple subtypes. Tell me, this is vertically, now Bajaj Pulsar, okay, this is vertically and vertically, okay. Then next, if you take a bike, a bank is an object. Just if you want to create a bank, class is sufficient, but just class is not sufficient. We need vertically HDFC Bank, hierarchically ICC Bank and Kotak Bank. Then how can we develop this multiple levels? To develop these multiple levels, we need some more programming elements. Everybody accepted? It means every real world object contains main type and subtypes. It means we must consider both main type and subtype as one object. Tell me, whenever I say bank, tell me, will you see only bank? Everyone. Whenever I say bank object, what is your feeling? Only bank object you must consider as a object? No. This entire diagram, bank, it's a subtypes, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, all you must consider, all these things you must consider as a bank object. Then only you can call it as a bank object. Just if you say bank, that is a wrong thought you created. Okay, tell me now. It means every real world object contains main type and subtypes. It means we must consider both main type and its subtypes objects as one object. Come on, all the people think now. For example, consider person. Tell me, sir, whenever I say person, are you seeing only person? Tell me, the word person is a main type or subtype? Come on, everyone should answer. The word person is a main type or subtype? The word person is a main type. Tell me, we have several subtypes. What are the several types of? Student, you are a one person. Faculty, I am another person. Nagababu, admin is another person. Worker is a one type of person. Cook is a one type of person, right? There are several different types of persons are there, right? Look at here. I'm moving next. Look at there. Person, student, faculty, admin. In a student, again we have several types. Vertically, person, student, down going. One more level of subtype is going on down vertically. Person, student, faculty, admin, hierarchically, right? Person, student, BTech student, MCA student, that is what? Vertically going down, multiple levels. So consider person object. It has a main type and subtype as follows: person, student, BTech student, MCA student, faculty, core Java faculty, advanced Java faculty, admin, core Java admin, advanced Java admin. Are you feeling I'm teaching Java or teaching real life? Hello, I'm talking Java, I'm talking real life. Come on. What is Java? Why Java? Java is used for bringing real world objects into programming world. Yes or no? To bring real world objects into programming world, first you should have a full idea on real life. Yesterday, one student has commented. All you people remember? Mr. David has commented, okay, course is going very slow. Syllabus will take a lot of time to complete. First day demo class, I told you, if you want to become software engineer, then only come to my class. Type how to create main type faculty by using interface. Then now every faculty implementing the teach Java. Okay, I am teach Java in my style. Satish Gupta sir teach in his style. Venkatesh sir teach in another style. So every faculty having their own style of teaching. My style of teaching making you software engineer. So 100% I will take more time. No doubt in that. 100% I'll take more time. Okay, any of you are there here who wanted to buy apple but you come to mango shop, please stay away from my shop. You want to buy apple, search for the apple shop. You come to mango shop and asking, hey, come on HK, give me some apples. From where I can give apples? In my shop, apples are not there, mangoes are there. So don't choose wrong person. According to your mindset, choose the right faculty. I am responsible for teaching to software engineers. I'm not responsible for teaching Java student. Is it clear? Any of you are in a confusion of, okay, am I going correctly now, wrongly now? If you have that small, it means every real world object contains main type and subtype. Okay, so then you, if whenever anybody say that, okay, anybody say that, okay, one object, you choose one object. For example, I am telling charger, mobile charger, then tell me your visualization should be broad. When I say mobile charger, then your visualization should be broad. What is that? Charger is super class. Which charger? Which charger? Samsung charger, Lenovo charger, what do you call MI company charger, Realme company charger. Now there are so many chargers are coming now. Here abstract class, final classes are there, not required. Not required. We need only two classes sufficient. Interface, charger is interface, and each company charger is concrete classes. Katam, over. Hello, everybody got clarity? Everybody got clarity? Then, so finally tell me, whenever you choose one object, your mind should not talk only that object. Your mind should not visualize only that object. Your mind should visualize broad picture, super class and subtype. Then how can I develop super class? Using interface. How can I develop subclasses? By using abstract class, concrete class, final class. Totally, if you want to develop an object full hierarchy, you must use interface, abstract class, concrete class, final class. All four you must use. Should I use all four? Always not required. Only interface and concrete classes are sufficient. Abstract class and final classes are like a guest role. You know, just like they will come, act sometime and go. Okay, but interface and concrete classes are fixed. Then shall I move to the next slide? Up to now, all you understand this slide? Come on. Don't worry about terminology more. Don't worry about terminology. Interface, also called super class, should always use extends. Don't try to worry too much. Okay, just concentrate on what I am telling, because today is not the last class, right? Don't get a tension as if today is the last class. You cannot understand every word. Feel like you are a non-IT background student. Already answered. If you want to make a class as a subclass, then extends or implements must use. If you want to create a class as individual, don't want to make it as a subclass, then why you need extends implements? In a business model only, for example, I want to develop addition operation. For developing addition operation, why I need extends implements? Class addition, open bracket, close it bracket. Where is extends implements? If you want to develop business, then only subclasses, superclasses, interface all will come. All are catching my point? Yesterday's story is what? I want to develop one program. What I required? Class. If that program is representing one business, then in that business we have main type and subtypes. How can I implement them? That is what my concept. Okay, don't disconnect from yesterday class. Shall I move to the next slide? Up to now this slide, 10 and 11th points are all comfortable? 10th point, 11th point, and then answer. So for creating main type and subtype, in addition to class, we need interface, abstract class, final class, enum and annotation also. I introduce two more words, enum and annotation. I will tell you what is enum and what is annotation. Don't raise the question immediately. Oh, two more words are coming. Achha, let me accept. Enum, annotation. Tell me totally how many types of classes? Come on. Totally, how many types of classes you need? Totally, how many types of classes? I added two more. You are very weak in mathematics, sir. Totally, how many types of classes? 6 classes. What are the 6 classes? Interface, abstract class, concrete class, final class, enum, and annotation. Totally 6 types of classes are there. Here, person is main type. Student, faculty, admin is subtype. BTech student, MCA student is next level subtypes. If you have multi-level subtypes, then I should go for extensive implements with interface, abstract class, concrete classes. Can I hope all the people got clarity on this topic? If somebody asks interface, what do you answer? Interface is a kind of class. It is used for creating real world object. For it is used for representing real world object by declaring all operations. Single statement. Next. Next. If I want, what is abstract class? If somebody asks what is abstract class, then what do you answer? Abstract class is also kind of class. It is used for representing one object by partial implementation. Some of the operations to declare, some of the operations to implement. Next, concrete class. What is concrete class? Then what do you answer? Concrete class is also one type of class. It is used for, concrete class is also one type of class. It is used for providing full implementation. I don't want any methods are leaving, everything I want to implement, then I should use what? Concrete class. Then what is final class? Final class is also concrete class, but I don't want allow for other subtypes, then I should choose final class. Okay, then let me try to understand one more point. Okay, now I want to take another object. Look at that, animal, sir. Let us take one more object called animal. For your understanding, I'm taking one more example. With that, I'll stop. Animal. Bolo. Under animal, tell me what the objects we choose. Animal is a interface, concrete class, final class, abstract class. Animal you create by using which class? Concrete class, final class, subclass. Which class? Interface. Because animal perform two operations, na? Eat to sleep. Tell me, animal will eat what food? Animal sleep where? No, we cannot. Then we have to go next level. We have two types of animals: wild animal, domestic animals. Wild animals, pet animals. Wild animals and pet animals. And tell me, wild animal, pet animals will be abstract class. Some of the operations implemented, some of the operations not implemented. Then going forward, wild animal down, lion, tiger, or what? Lion, tiger, or what? Concrete classes. Okay, lion, tiger are concrete class. Look at that. Under tiger we have one more tiger called Bengal tiger. Tell me, Bengal tiger has any further subtype breeds? Bengal tiger is Bengal tiger, further nothing is there. So tell me, Bengal tiger you must create as what? Final class. Am I confusing you by taking these many examples? All are stick to the points. All you people are stick to the points. Enum annotation I have not introduced, I will introduce. Is it clear to all? Can I hope object oriented programming concept, theory concept, can I hope 60% completed? I hope all you people understand. 60%. By yesterday 50% completed, today 10% completed. Can I hope all you people understand? I will give you small assignment today. Will you complete? Will you prepare the notes by your own? Assignment is prepare the notes by your own. Prepare your notes by your own. Module, package, class, interface, enum, annotation, abstract class, final class, variable, method, constructor, block, purpose. I want you to tell purpose. In my project, this is the purpose. Use this programming element. This is purpose, this programming element. A small chart you must prepare. Programming element and its purpose. Will you prepare? Today is the challenge to you. Today is the challenge to you. Okay. Then now, look at here. What is an animal? What is a person? What is a vehicle? I am taking three objects. Person, animal, vehicle. I taken three objects. What is a person? What is a student? Student is a person. Student is a person. What is a lion? Lion is an animal. What is a bike? Bike is a vehicle. Then what is a person? What is animal? What is vehicle? Tell me, common to all these three, again one common type, na? I told you, everything in this world is an object. Everything in this world is a thing. According to programming world, it is an object. Then the common thing to represent, we need one class, na? That class is what? Object. We have different type of objects with their own main type and subtypes at different levels as shown in the above diagrams. Again, for those individual different type of objects, there must be another one common type. It is the class object. It is a common type class object. Class object, it is not interface. Now class, it is a class, it is not interface. It is a common type, but it is a class. It is not interface. Why it is not interface, I will tell you. Don't try to raise a question. Okay, remember it. Person is a interface or class. Animal may be interface or class. Vehicle may be interface or class. But object is what? Class. It is not interface. It's a predefined, already created by Sun. We no need to do anything. The class object is the root class for all types of classes. In Java, if you create any class, every class is the subclass of what now? Object class. Acting as a common type to all Java classes. In Java, object is the predefined class available in JDK software given by Sun Microsystems. We no need to create in our project. Don't try to create, okay? In projects, we must create only our own classes to represent the objects of our project. Below diagram shows the classes hierarchy diagram with the class object and our own objects. Look at that. Already comfortable this slide? 10, yesterday 9 points completed. 10, 11, 12. 10th point is just a class is not sufficient. We need some more types. Why we need some more programming elements under class? Because every object will be implemented at multiple levels. To represent each level object, we need some more programming elements. To represent a main type by declaring all operations, we need interface. I want to create object by implementing some of the operations, by declaring some of the operations, abstract class. I want to represent object by implementing all its operation, then concrete class. I want to implement all operations of the object, but I don't want further subtypes. Further subtypes, I don't want allow further subtypes. Then you should create final class. Okay. When you create multiple objects in the programming world, all these objects are objects. Okay, because to represent them as object, we need one common superclass. That common superclass is object. It is a predefined class. Person, you should create. Student, you should create. Animal, you should create. Lion, you should create. Vehicle, you should create. Bus, you must create. But object, you must not create. It's a predefined, already available. Can I hope up to now all you comfortable? Can I hope all you people understand now? Shall I ask one question? Ready to answer? Shall I ask you one question? You go to one tiffin shop. Okay, you wanted to order one tiffin. How do you know what are the tiffins available in the shop? In the tiffin shop. You go to one restaurant. You want to order one food. How do you know what food is available in that restaurant? Excellent. Menu card or server. Okay. Earlier, old movies, if you observe, old movies, okay, old ANR movie, NTR movies, that time if you watch, you know, there is a movie called, you know, Ramudu Bhimudu, some movie is there. So NTR, senior NTR, go to one tiffin shop and then sitting there and asking, tell me what are the different items available, food items available in your shop. Then the server started telling big list. After telling almost 5 minutes of, are you catching my point? Then now try to answer, Baba. What is the solution to that problem? That shop owner will take a paper or take one small card. On that card, he is writing all the items available and started placing that card on all the tables in the tiffin shop. Are you catching my point? Then the customers are coming to that plate, to the table, and seeing that card, and oh, in this hotel, these are the items available. Let me choose one item and give the order. Okay. Then now try to answer. Now try to answer. What is that menu in Java? I should create that menu also in Java, na? Hello. What is that? What is that menu? Is it interface? Array. Interface means what? Declarations. Menu contain operations. Come on. Interface contains what? operations, declarations. Idli, dosa, vada, puri. What are they? Are they operations? They are values, items, right? They are the items, values. Tell me, what I should use? Variables. Where I can create variables? Class. So we have to create one class with all the list of items as variables. Everyone understand? Up to Java 1.4 version, we must use a class to create this menu. But from Java 5 version onwards, you should not use class. In place of class, you must use another programming element called enum. What? You must use another programming element called enum. E-N-U-M, enum. You must use another programming element called enum. And tell me, inside this enum is also kind of class only. How to create a class? By using the keyword class. Okay, by using keyword class you create. Tell me, how can I create enum? To create enum, I must use a keyword called enum. Enum following by food items. Open bracket, closed bracket. Inside this enum, you must mention the name of the food item. What the food item? Idli, dosa, puri, vada. Okay, whatever the other foods you like, all the food items names you can mention here. Everyone understand? Upma, pongal, all the whatever the food items you like, everything you can mention there. Listen carefully. These are called idli, dosa, vada, puri are called names, na? These are called names. And tell me, these names are time to time changing or not changing? These names are time to time changing or not changing? Not changing. So they're called named. They're called named constants. What they're called? They're called named constants. They're called named constants. Everybody got clarity? Yeah? They are called named constants. And tell me, what the use of enum? Is enum representing object or object constant values? Hotel is an object, right? Hotel is the object. That hotel constant values are represented by enum. In an object, if you want to represent constant values as a menu, then what I must use, Nana? Enum. Tell me, I want to take Naresh IT. Okay, tell me, Naresh IT courses. Naresh IT course. Tell me, Naresh IT courses. Tell me, C, CPP, CCPP, Java, what Java? Core Java, Advanced Java, Oracle, right? Tell me, all these are courses listener. Can I say this is a menu of Naresh IT object? Naresh IT object, these are the menu. Then how can I create this menu? By using enum. Everyone understand? By using enum. You have to represent all these things by using enum. So if you start to look around you, you will find so many enums like this. Rabbi, if you start looking around you, you will find so many enums like this. So next tell me, color, tell me, color fixed na? Red, blue, it's a fixed. Month in a year, calendar, month in a year, calendar, days in a week, okay. Next time, hours, minutes, seconds, right? So you take anything, any fixed values of any object, those are represented by enum. Shall I ask a question? Ready to answer? I want to represent object. I must use interface, abstract class, concrete class, final class. I am not going to represent object. I want to represent this object constant values. Then I should use what? Enum. Tell me, institute, Naresh IT. Okay, institute, software institute, Naresh IT. Bolo, Naresh IT, Hyderabad branch. Naresh IT, Secunderabad branch. Naresh IT, Bangalore branch. Naresh IT, Chennai branch. Naresh IT, US branch. What is hierarchy? Can you tell me what this hierarchy? How can you represent all these things? I want you to show your talent now. Object oriented programming 70% completed, Adhyaksha. Object oriented programming 70% completed. Okay, institute TUT. Next tell me software. Okay, it's a training institute, let's say. Sometimes I'll forget spellings, okay? Correct me. Training institute. This is software training institute. What is this? Nareshai Technologies. Now Nareshai Technologies, Ameerpet branch. Okay, bolo. How can I represent this? Training institute is what? Interface. This is an object declaring all operations. You are to train some subject. Which subject you want to train? There are so many training institutes are there. It is a software training institute. Okay, extensive implements, because you are confusing, I'm hiding it. Okay, shall I use? Because you are confusing. See, if you don't want to confuse, I will add it. Implements training institute. Implements training institute. How many T's are there, Rabab? Okay. Nareshai Technologies is a class because it's implementing. Nareshai Technologies is implements or extends? Extends Software Training Institute. Extends Software Training Institute. Somebody asked, what is Nareshai? What do you say? It's a type. It's a Software Training Institute. Now, NIT Ameerpet branch, it is a class. NIT Ameerpet branch, it is a final. No further branches in Ameerpet, right? It is branch of Nareshai Technologies. Nareshai extends Nareshai Technologies. So by using interface, abstract class, concrete class, final class, we represent the object. Tell me, Nareshai is having fixed course list. Enum course, open bracket. What do you write? C. Okay, first CRT, C, CPP, DS, Unix, Core Java, Advanced Java, Oracle, HTML, hey, HTML, Spring, Hibernate, okay, Spring Boot, microservices, blah, 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 etc. Hello, did you understand? Python, okay, Python, Android, remaining all you write. Did you understand? Are you feeling that I'm writing program? Hey, are you feeling I'm writing program? Are Bujji, I'm writing program or developing project? Huh? I'm writing program or developing project? Are brainless fellows? My dear brainless fellows. I'm developing program or project? It's a project, Ray. Come out from the student mind, Rababu. Yesterday that David wanted to learn Hello World program. You want to become David? You want to become that? You want to become that Hello World program person? Huh? You want to become Ameerpet product or you want to become HK product? HK products are software industry products. HK products are software engineers. People who are starting their journey with people who are starting their journey with Hello World program, they will become Ameerpet products. They know Java. Okay, they know Java, but what is in Java, they don't know. Why they're writing code, they don't know. They need always somebody help, someone help. Okay. Babu, every business will have a board now. Every business will have a board. Okay. Now you have a book in your hand now. Which company book it is? Which company book it is? You have pen in your hand. Which company pen? You have a laptop. Which company laptop? Which company laptop? Tell me. Every object will come with some information as a cover page. Na? On a cover, something will come. Some information will come. On a cover, some information will come. What is that cover in Java? How can we create that cover in Java? Come on, tell me. How can we create that cover in Java? That cover in Java is created by using already 5 completed. Interface, abstract class, concrete class, final class, enum completed. One last one is there. What is that? Annotation. Annotation is used for providing description to the programming element. Description or configuration values to the programming elements. Some information about the object if you want to supply, then you must use what? Annotation. Annotation is a kind of interface. Look at here. Interface created by using keyword interface. Abstract class created by using the keywords abstract and class. Concrete class created by using only the keyword class. Final class is created by using keywords final and class. Enum is created by using keyword enum. Tell me how to create annotation. Annotation is created by using annotation. Right? Wrong answer. It is created by using the keyword interface only. Oh, sir, if it is use interface, how compiler and JVM can differentiate? It is annotation interface. For that, you have to use at the rate. Alright, catch my point? At the rate interface. What you want? You want to provide board. Can I say board, B-O-A-R-D, board, open bracket. Tell me, inside this, you must declare methods. You must create methods. What? String, institute name, string institute name. Okay, and then next space problem. Yeah. String institute name, string start date, ISTDR, STDR. What do you call STDR? Start date, STDR. String STD. Next, string branch, right? String working hours, string working hours. Tell me, all these details are placed on a board. Tell me, this board is what? This board is what? Annotation. Annotation and enum. Enum and annotations are not meant for representing the object. Enum is meant for representing constant values of the object. And next, annotation is meant for providing some description to the programming element. Everybody got clarity? Yeah? Is it clear my point? So this is what object-oriented programming. Okay, 70% of object-oriented programming concept completed. Still we have 30% that you don't understand now. Yeah, that 30% also completed. That is abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. Okay, all those things will come, but I don't want to touch those words. If I touch those words, you'll get more confusion. I want you to understand programming elements. Those programming elements creating object-oriented programming concepts only, I want you to understand. Sir, can we make a Paytm, Flipkart and any website in this hierarchy, or all these work on these types class hierarchy? Yeah, same na. Online shopping is interface. Flipkart subclass, Amazon subclass, Paytm subclass. Okay, in that online shopping, one product you take, mobile interface super class, MI mobile subclass. Okay, now this is our project. Your question is our project. Your question is our final project on object oriented, final project on our object oriented programming. Okay. Can I please confirm all the people are comfortable? Any confusion? What did you discuss in today class? What is the information I given in today class? 3 points I explained. What are the 3 points I have explained? First, creating real world object in programming. Well, just the class is not sufficient because every object implementation will have multiple levels, start from main type to subtypes vertically hierarchically. It means every real world object contains main type and subtype. It means we must consider, we must visualize both the main type and its subtypes as one object. Okay, for example, consider animal object, person object. Next, second point I explained you what, third point I explained you what all objects are of type object. Then for representing all objects, one common type required, that is object. This is the final hierarchy. Your project final hierarchy is this. And then next, object is a root type, common type. Main type is our own types and subtypes are further subtypes. Okay. In general, every object will have main type and subtypes. For example, the object person is the main type, which will have subtype student, employee, admin. For creating main type and subtype objects, we have, this is the 13th point, sir. This is already completed. Okay, this is the 13th point. Okay, point numbers are missing. For creating main type and subtype objects, we have 6 types of classes. They are interface, abstract class, concrete class, final class, enum, and annotation. Below table will show you the purpose of all programming elements, including the above 6 types of classes. For creating an object is made up subtype with the class, as we must also use its subprogramming elements, interface, abstract class, final class, enum, and annotation. We need other programming elements because every object is implemented first by declaring all its operations. Later in subtype, those operations are implemented as per the required of the subtypes. For example, consider object shape and its operations. Consider object shape and its operation, find area. What is the logic of find area? Changing. Okay, L into B, S into S, pi r square. Okay, we cannot decide shape at a shape object level because we cannot decide at object shape level because its implementation logic is changing from one subtype to another subtype, rectangle, square, and circle. Then in this example, at shape level, we must declare the find operation. Later, we must implement this operation in subtype, rectangle, square, circle separately with those object required formulas like this: shape, rectangle, square, and circle. Okay, find area will be declared in the shape, implemented in the subclasses. Hence, we use interface, abstract class, concrete class, final class. Okay, these are 4. Take screenshot. Take screenshot of this slide. Next, enum and annotation. Take screenshot. Okay, now I am giving you assignment. I want you develop. Design the vehicle object to show the usage of all above 6 types of classes. Can you design yourself? Can you develop? You have to think. Sit with yourself. Spend the time. Give some time to your mind to think. Vehicle object I want you design by following all these things. First you design and I will help you. Where are the mistakes you committed? We will correct. I have already diagram. If I reveal the diagram, your mind cannot think. Okay, na? And tomorrow I will give you conclusion slide of all these 6 classes plus remaining 7 programming elements. Conclusion table is there. The table will take screenshot. We enter it into Hello World program. Tell me, are we wasting the time by discussing all these?